Hey guys, what's up? It's been a couple of weeks since I've talked to you, and a lot of stuff has happened. I've taken a quiz, and we've done a white coat ceremony. So let's get to it. So, things have been going okay. And here's a quick update to let you know how things have been going.
This being pumped out, they're actually going to cause more damage to the host. Yes, sir.
We were going to have anatomy lab today, but it got canceled. But the immunology lectures today were pretty good.
So again, they have the confirmation that the immune system likes in domains. The domains are about 100 amino acids each. They don't change.
All right, we just did immuno lecture today, and how do you feel?
Drowning.
Today was my favorite lecture day of all year long so far,
Why
so
was
I'm
it
pretty
your
good.
favorite? Today was your favorite?
It was my
all of the
favorite.
lectures?
Yeah, because I just felt like I was firing on all cylinders.
You were putting things together.
Yes,
Let's
I was.
Be real.
I was. I
be
was putting
real.
things together.
We were in immunology, and you're tying in stuff from microbiology.
Yeah, it was really cool because the mechanisms were similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel really good about today. And I just studied beforehand, so a lot of the stuff wasn't just new to me. I was seeing this lecture as a review. All right, I'm just a little annoyed. This week has been interesting. First, our professor for anatomy, guess she's been on vacation, which is fine, but when we were going to go to class or the lab and class were canceled. Come to find out, she is actually leaving the university, and there was a communication issue there. And now there are more scheduling conflicts with our standardized patients and lab classes for today. Okay, so we got our clinical stuff, right?
We did.
How did y'all feel about that?
So excited. We have like equipment. We're like almost doctors kind of.
It
I'm
feels
really
so
excited.
exciting.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. How'd y'all feel about the sore throat?
It was good. It was
Yeah.
better than last week. Last week was like just kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this week was like a good structure. So
Okay.
It was
All right.
cool.
Yeah, get your way.
I can't see shit. let me try. Y'all got bad vision.
Here.
Oh my God.
What am I doing wrong?
So bad
Yeah,
for
pull
Rob.
this back.
Did your ear hurt?
Not yet.
He said not yet.
Yo, who's going
Yeah, you have to.
Chill, Nana. You about to hurt his ear. You about to hurt his ear.
Are you in pain?
Rod, they team up.
What do you do? But again, they could just ask questions straight
On that
forward.
phone call?
They don't need to waste their time by making up a case. They could have saved themselves time, you know?
Fruit now that is in keeping with his character. Today in our church,
Hey, what's up?
Hold on.
I don't know if you want to say something.
Hi. What's the vlog for though?
I don't know. Anything. I'll just mix it into
Welcome to
something.
Nashville.
Welcome to Nashville. All right, cool.
That's great because that was actually what I wanted to talk to you about today as well, were your blood sugar levels. So it seems like we're on the same page with this. Would it be okay if we went ahead and started talking about that? Okay, great. Okay, so you
we're
And
at 2 p.m.
that's all it is.
We have anatomy lab after.
You ready for anatomy lab?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Denise Cartwright, Marshall McCarthy Williams, Kamora Jones, Kimberly Jones, Knox Hollis, Lanique Collins, and then Miracle Knox. Let the church say amen. And we are.
All right, so things have been going okay. We took a quiz about a week ago, and although I did okay, I didn't do as great as I wanted to. And I think that has to do with the way the questions are being asked. I'm used to questions being somewhat global in their thinking, trying to be critical and making sure I understand the material as a whole. But the quizzes so far have been a little bit pointed, where they've asked questions that are really specific, such as what is the side effect of this drug? Or what is the compound that does this? Or what is the name of that? Things like that. And I'm just not used to those level of questions. So as much as I've been studying, I've focused on the global aspect of things and filled in the gaps with details as I've gone on. And that hurt me with a couple of questions on my last quiz. So I'm not going to make that mistake. I am going to make sure that the next time I study, I do the global again, but I still focus on some of those details. And I think that will maximize my studying to make sure that I make 100 on this next quiz. Things are going okay. We are now studying childhood fever and understanding the different mechanisms, the pharmacodynamics, the biochemistry, the pathology, the immunology that are associated with childhood fever. And this is to kind of get us an understanding of the different mechanisms that are involved in this type of condition. So to do that, we were supposed to do an anatomy lab. Well, when we got there, our professor found out she was leaving for New York and we were without a professor. And so our class was canceled and the lab was canceled. And it was just a little bit unexpected. So they moved it to this past week and they're putting it on this next quiz that we're going to get, which is a little bit unsettling because we're focused on an anatomy class without actually having a lecture, which I guess is okay since you don't really need a lecture to memorize body parts. So we saw our first cadavers. And when we went down to the anatomy lab, we were looking at some of the cadavers in a sagittal cut. And a sagittal cut would be the direction of cutting down, let's say this line, and splitting open that way. So that we will see this side of the body and this side of the body from this midsection here. And that was interesting because we were able to see the brain, the mouth, the tongue, a lot of the area between the esophagus and the trachea, seeing some of the vocal cords, the cartilage separating the two tubes, and the different muscles that are involved in these spaces. I have been I've been working out at the gym. I've been going 3 times a week and I'm feeling really good about it. I am happy that I'm being as consistent as I am, and that in itself is a feat for me. Our workload is going to double in the next block, which is the GI block. And I hear that's a beast on itself, but doubling the amount of material that we need to learn is going to really hamper my schedule, working out or other things. So my updates might be coming more infrequent, but let's hope not. I'll try to do my best to keep everyone updated. The big thing that culminated the past couple of weeks is White Coat. And White Coat is a big ceremony that medical students go through to start their track in medical education. And apparently you're supposed to get a short white coat when you start, and then when you finish, you get a longer one. It signifies that you've done everything you needed to do to meet the requirements of a medical professional. This is not something we do in graduate school, so I was a little bit thrown by it, but listening to the oath that we have to take and the commitment, I think it's a big symbolic thing that a lot of people take pride in. My family came and they were really excited about it, as you can see here. Hey guys, say hi.
Hi. Ooh, I look good.
Are you guys ready for your white coat?
Yeah, super ready. Can't wait to get it.
Yeah, I didn't even say it.
One more baby before my daughter was born. I changed my nose ring to a pearl, the June birthstone for my first and third pregnancy losses. And it just so happens to turn out that my daughter was born on April 25th.
This is the beginning.
Oh yeah.
official.
Dip dip. Wow.
So after the ceremony ended, we all went out and took pictures, a big group picture and family pictures with, other classmates or within our own respective families, and we had refreshments afterwards. It was an interesting day. I met some really cool family members from my classmates, and it was really interesting to see everyone all glitz and glammed up. It was really nice to see everyone. We have a really attractive class, and I'm glad everyone showed out. So yeah, it was a really cool couple of weeks, culminating in the really big ceremony and a really great time with my family. I am thankful to have all the support and all of the best wishes from just friends and family throughout the nation, really, and from you guys. I really do appreciate it. I'll let you guys know what happens in the weeks ahead. It might be about 3 weeks before my next video because I have a couple of quizzes plus my big summative test coming up, which is a really big final that I have for this block of childhood diseases. And I need to do really well on it. So I'm gonna have to study and buckle down and really knock this out of the park. So thanks for your good wishes, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks, bye.
The camera so you guys can look there.
I look better than the first day.
Oh, it's recording? Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna edit it out. That's how we do. All right, we're headed to PPM.
Why now? I'm like sweating.
It's okay.